When I posted the video on turning dead leaves into black gold in just 24 hours, a lot of you had the same question. Okay, but does it actually work in the garden, and how fast can I see results? So in this video, I decided to put my 24-hour leaf black gold to the test on 5 different crops and track exactly what happened over 30 days. I wanted this to be realistic for this time of year, so I chose crops that many of us can actually be growing now, whether you're in a mild climate, using a cold frame, or gardening in containers and raised beds. Before I dive into the results, let me quickly explain what I mean by black gold, in case you're new here. In my original video, I showed you how I take piles of dead, fallen leaves and transform them into a dark, crumbly, nutrient-rich compost in just 24 hours, instead of waiting months or even years. I'm using that same finished material here, fully broken down, no recognizable leaf pieces, with that earthy forest floor smell. I didn't mix in any other fertilizers for this test because I wanted to see what the leaf compost alone could do, without anything else muddying the results. For this experiment, I picked 5 crops that make sense for this season and are actually useful to most home gardeners. I went with leafy greens in a raised bed, overwintered kale, garlic, container strawberries, and a pot of mixed herbs that I keep close to the kitchen. Depending on your growing zone, you might be tucking garlic and onions into the ground, harvesting greens from a cold frame, or keeping herbs going in containers on a patio or under a simple cover. These are all situations where a quick shot of organic matter and nutrients from leaf black gold can make a real difference without needing warm, peak summer conditions. The first crop I tested was a bed of mixed leafy greens, mostly lettuce, spinach, and a few Asian greens. These were already up and growing, but they were a bit slow and pale after some cold snaps. On one half of the bed, I gently scratched in a thin layer of black gold, about half an inch thick, and then watered it in well. The other half of the bed I left alone as my control. Within about a week, I started noticing that the leaves on the black gold side were just a little bit deeper green and a touch more upright. By the 2-week mark, the difference was obvious. The composted leaf side had thicker leaves, stronger stems, and was clearly outgrowing the control side. By 30 days, the black gold half had given me noticeably more harvests, and I could cut the leaves and watch them bounce back faster. For cool season greens, the boost in color and recovery time was the standout result. The second crop I tried it on was my kale, which a lot of us rely on as a winter workhorse. I had a row of kale that had been in the ground a while and was starting to look tired. The lower leaves a bit yellow and growth had really slowed. I mulched around the base of every other plant with the leaf black gold, again about half an inch to an inch, making sure not to pile it up against the stems. I left the plants in between as they were. The first thing I noticed wasn't huge new leaves, it was the overall vigor. After about 10 days, the mulched kale plants perked up. New growth in the center of the plants was darker and more robust, and the older leaves held on a little longer instead of crisping up and dropping. By the 30-day mark, the treated plants were fuller and bushier. The untreated ones were still alive, but definitely not as enthusiastic. The interesting part was that the black gold seemed to act almost like a gentle slow-release feed and a protective blanket at the same time, which is exactly what you want heading through colder months. The third crop I chose was garlic, because this is prime garlic season in many places. I had a bed where I had just planted new cloves. On one half of the bed, I mixed the leaf black gold into the top few inches of soil before planting. On the other half, I planted the cloves into plain garden soil with no amendments. I marked the rows so I could tell them apart later. Germination was pretty similar in both halves during the first week or two. The difference really started to show in stem thickness and color as time went on. By day 30, the garlic shoots in the black gold amended side were noticeably thicker and a deeper green. They also handled a cold snap better. The tips showed less damage and bounce back was faster. Obviously, we're not harvesting bulbs at 30 days, but early vigor is a good predictor of a stronger root system and better bulb formation later on, so I'm very encouraged by what I saw there. For the fourth crop, I wanted to test something that a lot of you grow in containers and often struggle with: strawberries. I had a long planter of strawberries that had produced in the previous season and was looking a little tired and compacted. I removed the top inch of old, tired soil and replaced it with a blend of the leaf black gold and the existing potting mix, then watered thoroughly. I didn't expect a ton of new fruit in just 30 days, especially this time of year, but what I was looking for was new, healthy foliage and runner activity. Within about 2 weeks, I started seeing fresh, bright green leaves pushing out, and by the end of the month, the plant simply looked happier. The foliage was denser and glossier, and some of the plants even put out small exploratory runners, which they hadn't been doing before. The main takeaway with the strawberries was that the black gold helped wake the container back up, improving both soil structure and plant energy, without me having to dump the whole pot and start over. The fifth and final crop was a big pot of mixed herbs that I keep near the back door for easy harvest, mainly parsley, cilantro, and a bit of thyme. Container herbs can really show you quickly when something is working because they respond fast to changes in soil quality. I gently worked a thin layer of the leaf black gold into the top of the pot, taking care not to disturb the roots too much, and then gave it a good soak. The cilantro was the first to react. It went from floppy and slightly yellowish to upright and vibrant in just over a week. The parsley followed, filling in the gaps and sending up fresh stems, and even the thyme, which is usually slower to show anything, put on a flush of new growth. By the 30-day mark, the whole pot looked like I had just refreshed it from the nursery. The flavor was noticeably stronger too. The cilantro in particular had a more intense, clean taste that you only get from healthy plants grown in living soil. Looking across all 5 crops after 30 days, a pattern started to emerge. The leaf black gold wasn't acting like a harsh, quick-hit fertilizer that forces plants to grow unnaturally fast. Instead, it was improving the overall health and resilience of the plants by feeding the soil first. I saw deeper green leaves, thicker stems, faster recovery after harvesting, and better response to cold and minor stress. The gains might look subtle day to day, but when you compare treated and untreated plants side by side after a month, the difference is hard to ignore. It also confirmed for me that this 24-hour compost isn't just a fun experiment. It's a genuinely useful, practical amendment for real-world gardens in real-world conditions. If you're wondering how to apply this in your own space right now, think about where you have plants that are either just getting established for the coming season or are limping along and need a gentle boost. Garlic beds, overwintering greens, cool season crops under a low tunnel, and container herbs are all great candidates. A thin layer worked into the top few inches of soil or used as a light mulch around the base of the plants is usually all it takes. The key is consistency and moderation. You don't need huge amounts. That's actually one of the most exciting parts about this method. You're taking what would have been yard waste and turning it into a concentrated, high-value resource that stretches surprisingly far. So, after 30 days of watching these 5 crops, I can say with confidence that my 24-hour leaf black gold passed the test. It helped my greens regrow faster, kept my kale happier through the cold, gave my garlic a stronger start, woke up tired strawberries in containers, and turned a sad herb pot back into something I'm proud to harvest from. If you found this helpful, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't seen how I make this compost in just 24 hours, I'll link that original video for you to watch next, because seeing the process will make these results make even more sense. And if you're already making your own batch, I'd love to know which crops you're planning to test it on first and what results you see in your own garden over the next month.